Learn how to spray paint with these easy steps. I'm going to be spraying these handlebars, so first I need to loosen the stem bolts. Once all the bolts were loosened, the handlebars were set free. Now when spray painting anything, it's always good to make sure your surface has got a good key, so give it a good sand. I've got my little friend here to help me. Now sanding it is a horrible job, but unfortunately it has to be done. I was getting a little bit bored at this point and so did the cat, but we were done, so I gave it a nice wipe down to get rid of any dust and then the dry. Once you've finished sanding, it should look a little bit like this. Now I had to find a way to hang this up to spray, so I threaded an old washing line through the handlebars. Once it was hung up, it was ready to spray, so I gave the can a good shake and made sure the door was open for some ventilation. You want to hold the can about 8 inches away from whatever you're spraying and keep a nice steady sweep going. You also want to make sure that you're coming in from all of the angles to make sure you don't get any misses. Now this was the priming coat, which is always recommended. Next it's time for our first coat of colour. I'm going for matte black, so I'll give the can a good shake and repeat the same process. Nice steady sweeps. Again, coming in from all angles to make sure there's no bits missed. The top, the bottom, the back, the left, the right, everywhere you can get. Just remember this is your first coat, so it's not going to be perfect, but you just want to make sure you've got nice consistency, looking a little something like this. I'd recommend waiting 24 hours before doing your second coat. Once it's been 24 hours, just repeat all of the previous steps. And there we go, it's done. Once it's dry, I'll put the handlebars back through the stem, and the only downside was I had to measure to make sure the bars were central because I sprayed over the markings. I tightened up the stem bolts to hold the bars in place, and then double checked with the tape measure to make sure the bars were central. Once I was happy, I put the brake lever back on and then re-threaded the brake cable. I've also got some nice new white grips to contrast the matte black, then I tightened up the brake lever. I repeated the same process on the right hand side, and there we go, nice and fresh and clean. As long as you follow these steps, you'll be good.